Happy New Year, my love!
Happy New Year, sweetheart.
This one looks good. Wow. Yes, that's perfect.
This is gonna be a perfect Tet.
I know! I know, it's so beautiful.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we have a heartwarming story about Huyen and Day as they prepare their home for the Lunar New Year. From cleaning and decorating every corner of their house to bringing in fresh flowers and hanging glowing lanterns, they create a space full of warmth, light, and joy. The highlight of their day is making traditional bang chung together, folding, cooking, and sharing laughter in a kitchen filled with love. It's a simple, beautiful celebration of family, tradition, and the happiness found in everyday moments. If you enjoy heartwarming stories that bring smiles and healing to your soul, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video. Join us as we share more stories of love, family, and the little joys that make life so special. Huyen and Day were filled with excitement as they busied themselves preparing their home for the upcoming Lunar New Year. The air was crisp and fresh, carrying the faint scent of early spring, and every corner of the house seemed to awaken with their touch. Huyen moved carefully from room to room, dusting shelves, polishing wooden furniture until it gleamed, and arranging ornaments in perfect order. Each sweep of her hand seemed to breathe new life into the space, as if the house itself were smiling in anticipation of the celebrations to come. Day, meanwhile, focused on the lighting, installing strings of delicate lights that stretched from the garden into the heart of the house. When switched on, they cast a soft, golden glow, spilling warmth across walls and floors, transforming familiar rooms into a magical, almost ethereal setting. The couple's laughter echoed softly throughout the house as they worked side by side. Huyen occasionally paused to admire how the sunlight streaming through the windows mingled with the gentle glow of the lanterns, creating patterns of light that danced across the floor. Day adjusted a lamp here, straightened a frame there, his eyes twinkling with pride at how beautiful everything looked. Together, they created a space that felt alive, not just with decorations, but with love, care, and the quiet joy of shared effort. There was a sense of ceremony in each action, sweeping, arranging, and lighting, all turning their everyday home into a sanctuary ready to welcome friends, family, and the spirit of the new year. Even the small details mattered. The floors were scrubbed until they shone, the windows wiped to let in the maximum amount of sunlight, and delicate floral scents from the garden outside drifted in through open panes. Huyen and Day moved in a rhythm that was uniquely theirs, a harmonious dance that reflected years of companionship and understanding. With every careful touch, the house transformed from a mere dwelling into a haven of warmth, comfort, and anticipation. By the time they stepped back to admire their work, the rooms glowed not just with light, but with a tangible sense of happiness and peace, a quiet kind of magic that only comes from love, effort, and the promise of new beginnings. In that moment, Huyen and Day knew that the home they had prepared was more than just clean and decorated. It was ready to welcome a new year filled with hope, laughter, and the gentle joy of togetherness. With the house now sparkling and bathed in a warm golden glow, Huyen turned her attention to the final touches that would truly bring the spirit of Lunar New Year to life. She carefully picked up her basket and stepped out into the crisp morning air, feeling the quiet excitement that always accompanied a trip to the market during this festive season. Each stall was alive with color and fragrance. bunches of chrysanthemums, peach blossoms, and marigolds swaying gently in the breeze, while the soft chatter of vendors haggling and laughing added a lively rhythm to the scene. Huyen moved slowly, savoring each moment, choosing the freshest blooms with meticulous care. She imagined how their vibrant petals would brighten the rooms, filling the house not just with beauty, but with life and a sense of welcoming for the new year. Meanwhile, back at the house, Day was tending to the lanterns. He hung them along the edges of the roof, draped them over the railings, and lined the garden path so that the soft light would guide anyone approaching the home. Each lantern glowed with a gentle golden warmth, casting shadows that danced playfully on the walls and walkways. He stepped back frequently, adjusting angles, tilting the lanterns just so, ensuring that the interplay of light and shadow created a scene that was both magical and serene. The process was meditative for him, a moment to reflect on the year that had passed and the fresh beginnings ahead, all while feeling the quiet joy of preparing a home filled with love. When Huyen returned, her arms heavy with blooms and her face bright with a satisfied smile, she and Day moved together to arrange the flowers throughout the house. They filled vases on shelves, tables, and windowsills, letting the natural fragrance mingle with the subtle scent of polished wood and clean floors. The vibrant yellows, pinks, and reds of the blossoms mirrored the twinkling lanterns outside, creating a harmony of color and light that wrapped the home in a warm embrace. As they worked side by side, their laughter echoed softly, their small gestures of care, Day adjusting a vase, Huyen fluffing petals, reflecting the deep connection they shared. In that moment, the house was more than a physical space. It had become a sanctuary of hope, happiness, and gentle anticipation, ready to welcome the new year with open arms and hearts full of joy. As the afternoon sun dipped lower, casting a soft, golden hue across the rooms, Huyen and Day shifted their focus to one of the most cherished traditions of Lunar New Year, making banchun, the square, sticky rice cakes that carried the flavor and spirit of home. They cleared a space on the kitchen counter, spreading out the leaves, rice, mung beans, and tender pork. The simple ingredients, when combined with care and love, would transform into something symbolic and nourishing, a labor of patience, tradition, and togetherness. Huyen carefully washed and stacked the leaves, while Day measured the rice and beans with meticulous precision. Each motion felt ritualistic yet joyful, a dance of hands and hearts working in harmony. They began folding the leaves, layering the rice, beans, and pork with synchronized movements. Huyen's fingers moved deftly, shaping the ingredients with a balance of firmness and gentleness, while Day mirrored her actions, offering an extra leaf here or adjusting a corner there. Laughter punctuated their work, sometimes at a clumsy fold, sometimes at the sight of a particularly lopsided cake, but it was the kind of laughter that warmed the soul, soft and light, filling the kitchen with a sense of intimacy and contentment. Even the small mishaps felt magical, reminding them that perfection was never the goal. Togetherness was. When the cakes were ready, they carefully lowered them into the large pot of boiling water. The gentle hiss of the water, the rising steam, and the aroma of cooking rice created a cozy cocoon around them. They stood side by side, hands occasionally brushing, sharing quiet smiles, and feeling a profound sense of gratitude for the life they had built together. In that simple act of waiting for the cakes to cook, time seemed to slow, allowing them to savor the present moment, the warmth of the kitchen, the golden light filtering through the windows, and the unspoken understanding that these small shared rituals were what truly made a house a home. As the hours passed, Huyen and Day watched their banchun simmer gently, each one a little bundle of love, care, and tradition. The room was filled with a sense of accomplishment and serenity, a quiet happiness that could heal any lingering stress from the past year. With hearts full and spirits lifted, they knew that this was more than just preparing food. It was an act of celebration, connection, and hope for the future. In every fold of a leaf, in every smile exchanged, and in every small moment of laughter, Huyen and Day had woven the essence of Lunar New Year into their home, creating a space where joy, love, and healing would linger long after the festivities had ended.
Hello, xin chào tất cả các khán giả của kênh Live Single RV. Vậy là trong câu chuyện của chúng ta ngày hôm nay đã kết thúc tại đây. Nội dung câu chuyện của chúng ta ngày hôm nay đã nói về vấn đề là Đệ và Huyền đã có những giây phút rất là hạnh phúc vui vẻ khi chuẩn bị công tác chuẩn bị đón lễ Tết cổ truyền của Việt Nam. Đó là một ngày lễ Tết rất là quan trọng đối với người Việt Nam. Mà tất cả những người Việt Nam dù ở đâu trên khắp mọi miền Tổ quốc hay trên thế giới đều hướng về ngày Tết cổ truyền. Ngày Tết cổ truyền này ở Việt Nam thì có một loại bánh rất là đặc biệt, đó chính là loại bánh chưng. Đệ và Huyền cũng sẽ là người sẽ góp phần tạo nên sự đặc sắc của ngày Tết của dân tộc bằng việc hai người sẽ đi sắm sửa và gói bánh chưng truyền thống. Ngoài ra, Đệ và Huyền và Mai A còn có những giây phút rất là hạnh phúc bên nhau khi cùng trang trí và sắm sửa dọn dẹp nhà cửa để đón Tết sắp tới. Mọi câu chuyện hấp dẫn về Huyền, Đệ cũng như bé Mai A sẽ còn được kể ở các video tiếp theo. Các bạn đừng quên bấm vào nút subscribe để đăng ký kênh, sẽ nhận được thông báo mới nhất về câu chuyện sẽ được phát sóng hàng ngày trên kênh vào lúc 16 giờ giờ Việt Nam nha. Cảm ơn các bạn rất nhiều đã luôn theo dõi và ủng hộ kênh của mình. Đừng quên bấm like, share và để lại bình luận ở dưới video. Mọi đóng góp của các bạn đều là niềm động viên quý báu đối với mình. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại các bạn vào tập ngày mai. Bye bye!